My father went to prison when I was 5. And I really just think about what happened before that. A year before that, my mother died of an asthma attack. Losing her meant that he had to become a completely different person. That meant that he was, doing homework with us. He was going to PTA meetings. He was making dinner. He took me to work with him. Imagine I'm 5 years old and I'm in the backseat of his car playing with my Cabbage Patch doll while he's banging on nails, trying to make sure that he can keep his job, make sure that his children are not taken into the child welfare system. Once his boss saw that I was in the car, he's like, "You cannot have her here." And he didn't go back to work. He had to make another decision. Now, whether he made the right decision is not for me to say. In the span of a year, my life irreversibly changed, right? Before my 6th birthday, I lost my mother to asthma and I lost my father to a life sentence in prison. That just sort of left me with so many unanswered questions that I was determined to learn the answers to study, to figure out what happened, why it happened, and what it means to me and what it means to people like me. The introduction of this book is about my life. My initiation into justice work started decades ago. The 2.3 million people, or the last 3 of really just doing long form investigative journalism that focuses on race, class, policy, and mass incarceration. The 2.7 million children that have parents that are incarcerated are important. When we think about incarceration, we think about, oh, this person did something wrong, they committed a crime, they should be punished for it, they should go to jail, go to prison, and that is it. But we need to be thinking about the collateral consequences of incarceration. And the collateral consequences are families. What happens to the families? What happens to the son, the daughter, the aunt, the uncle, the grandmother, the community? Like, this is something that is not just for one person. This isn't just the incarcerated. We have to think about what this means, how long the reach is. These are the things that we need to look at. What kind of legislation needs to be enacted? What kind of legislation needs to be changed? We can't just sit back and keep talking about it. This is lived experience. This is not something I just picked up. My father served nearly 30 years in prison. And so I have the experience, I have lived the life, I have seen the systems, I have felt everything there is to feel. The shadow system is in the world. And I am so grateful that you guys are all here today to celebrate the launch of the shadow system.
He is amazing.
Man, we got to break on that more wet. That more wet. Come on, baby. Stop playing, man. Stop. Some champagne. Some champagne. Boom, she's doing the do right now.
COVID completely derailed the path for this book, right? I was supposed to be on a 10-city book tour to start. I had media lined up in every city, and COVID came and said, no, we have to slow down. We have to reflect on what we have done, about where we want to go, and just take a breath. Still can't have too many in-person events, which is why I'm so grateful we have this, and you guys all came through with those negative COVID tests to make sure that we were responsible in gathering. But I just want to thank you guys. I do like a vibe.
You're amazing. You almost make me cry.
Yeah, it's been such a long road.
Happy birthday, Si. She didn't get to, launch the book like she wanted to, but, to be able to come and celebrate her birthday, and, book launch with a bunch of, people who she loves, it's, that nothing short of amazing.
So pleased that he has, honored me this weekend with being the chef.
I did not know the depth of her story, like what she had to go through as a young girl and how she came out of this really challenging situation, and look at her now.
I mean, Sil is incredibly resilient, right? Like, she's not gonna shy away from a challenge, right? I think she's the perfect kind of vessel to bring this out, right? She's got that energy, that intellect, that just the character to tell a story like this.
So I think it's very inspiring, and I think that it'll inspire a lot of people that she's written this book, and hopefully it get in a lot of hands and kids and families and even in the prison system. So
like this, I was there from the beginning. I got to see, the inception, the excitement of the launch, and I was just so happy for her. As a fellow author, what it takes, to get to this point. So this is proud. This is a proud moment.
You just see this Ivy League educated Black woman, and you say, oh, well, her life must have been great. But when she decided to share that story, you start to say, oh no, she connects with millions of people that go through this over, every day, but she was able to overcome those obstacles.
Sign our book.
So you getting to see a woman make it despite all of this. Nothing was handed to her on a silver platter.
It's exciting, it's I feel like I've done what I was supposed to do.
You can come out on top just because of what you've gone through. And that's what this book stands for. So go out and get it if you haven't already.